Hey everybody, welcome to IA Command, your number one source for Imperial Assault news and strategy content on YouTube. And I wanted to make a quick video today just to kind of discuss some of the stuff, the drama that's been going on over on Reddit regarding Imperial Assault and some of the other Star Wars subreddits, because I think that this is something that affects a lot of players, and I think a lot of players might be seeing this and being very confused, wondering what's going on, seeing rumors getting spread about things that are not true. So I thought it was important for me to go ahead and make a quick video kind of going over what's been going on and what people need to know about what is going on with Imperial Assault's main subreddit and how it relates to everything else. So, quick background. About a week ago, if you had tried to access the Imperial Assault subreddit, which is r/ImperialAssaultTMG, a subreddit that has been very active even for the last few years. Since the game came out, it's been the main subreddit for the game that people have been using to discuss the game on Reddit. If you tried to access it in the last week, you probably came upon this page, which says, "This is a private community. The moderators have said this community is private. Only approved members can view and take part in discussions." And then you can message the mods or just exit the Reddit. Now, people are very confused. This message is very confusing. It doesn't quite explain what's happening. And the other big problem was that a lot of people go to Reddit to get information about stuff like this, and of course they're stranded without anywhere to go, because if you're someone like me who follows other Star Wars tabletop game communities, you may have noticed even before this, starting with X-Wing, the X-Wing subreddit had the same thing happen to it. It went dark. Nobody could access it. Nobody knew what was going on. And then gradually all the other subreddits started to fall that were kind of related to that. So like Armada subreddit had the same thing. Obviously Imperial Assault. We had the Attack Wing, which is like the Star Trek version of Star Wars X-Wing miniatures game. Got taken dark as well, and people were just very confused. There was like the smaller sister subreddits had posts popping up like what's going on. So it looks like we've had some answers coming through from the Armada subreddit. So Star Wars Armada, as well as Star Wars X-Wing, they have been able to regain control of the Reddits, their subreddits, to reopen them and make them accessible again. So basically what happened was, it wasn't like the moderators of these communities. It was one man, one guy by the name of Hank Scorpio. This person, and everything is explained here in this post by Matthias Greyjoy over on the Star Wars Armada page, where they explain what happened and how they got their subreddit back. This one guy, 10 years ago in like 2012, he made the first subreddit. He just created the first subreddit for X-Wing, known as r/X-Wing-TMG. So it sounds very similar, as you can see, to the naming for r/ImperialAssaultTMG. And he just made it, but then he kind of abandoned it. He didn't really do any work to upkeep it. He would like begrudgingly make people moderators that were interested in growing it. The same thing happened with Armada. Armada came out in like 2016. He must have been the one who made it. Imperial Assault came out just before that in late 2014, early 2015. So he just kept making subreddits for these games that were coming out from Fantasy Flight Games for Star Wars, but not really doing anything with them and just leaving them to kind of do their thing. And apparently he was a very problematic individual. He had, when he did post, it was hateful, kind of awful things. He also made the lives and jobs of his moderators very difficult, and he would often sabotage them or get in their way of trying to improve things. It's all kind of laid out here in Matthias Greyjoy's post. Kind of detailing. Apparently they had the most interaction out of anybody with this guy because they were doing the most work. But anyway, one day he apparently just snapped and thought, I'm going to mess with all these people and just close all these subreddits. So he made all the subreddits that he had created private. He removed all of the moderators from all of these subreddits that were not him. And then he deleted his Reddit account so that nobody could contact him to make it difficult for people to submit requests, because in order to try to reclaim a subreddit, you have to prove that you have contacted the person who owns it. Well, how do you do that if they don't have a Reddit account? So making things very difficult for everyone. You can, again, read everything that's been posted here. They've got like screen caps of attempts to contact this person, screen caps of what they did while they were the moderator owner, like the annoying things this person was doing. And so, yeah, I want to kind of squash. There's a rumor going around, and I admit, I was not spreading, but I was perpetuating this rumor somewhat, because that's what I had been told was going on. Was the rumor was that he did this to protest the transfer of the X-Wing property to Atomic Mass Games, who has been doing a lot of rules changes for X-Wing, and they're calling it X-Wing 2.5. And it's been a very divisive thing. You can go read up about it somewhere else. But basically, it's there's a lot of players who really don't like what AMG's been doing to X-Wing, and so people said, "Oh, he's doing this to protest X-Wing 2.5." But that's not really that ends up not being the case. According to Matthias Greyjoy, there's nothing from this user saying that's why they did it. Here we go. This is where he talks about rumors. They're saying, based on all of their past interactions with him, that this was most likely just a really awful, heinous, spiteful prank that he decided to play on everyone. Just like a really long con. I mean, if you think about it, 10 years he's been setting these things up, and then now he decides to, pull the plug on all of them all at once and just make everyone's lives really difficult that enjoys using these subreddits as a service. So where does that leave us? It leaves us with, unfortunately, Imperial Assault is still dark, unlike X-Wing and Armada. However, the mods over at the Armada subreddit have, seen our plight. They know that we're an active community and have started the process for us, doing the same thing they did to get back their Armada subreddit. They're now doing that for the Imperial Assault subreddit. And the way they're doing that is through a process called r/Redditrequest. You basically make a post, you link to the subreddit that you're trying to get back, and you have to answer a question of why do you want this subreddit to be, why do you want to recover this subreddit, and prove that you have taken the steps to do so. So I've gone ahead and also submitted it. I'll put the link in here to go to it. You can read how to do it, and I'll also post a link to they actually posted the link to what they did. At the very least, if you don't want to submit a request, go to this post and just make a comment like why you want to see this subreddit come back, and that you endorse them as moderators. Because once they get added as moderators, they'll go ahead and make us moderators, the people that are actually part of the community. I'm sure they seem really great. I really appreciated what they had written in their post on the Armada thread. I'll also post mine. You can see here is my post, but nobody's posted on it yet. But it's got a lot of support here on the one that the Armada mods made. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you're curious, if you were wondering what the heck was going on with the Imperial Assault Reddit and were totally confused, or we're hearing a bunch of rumors, now you know this is what's happening. This is what we're doing to fix the problem, and hopefully we'll have it fixed soon. I'm hoping within the next week or two, things will go back to normal and people will be able to post, because the subreddit has been a really important place for people to talk about the game in the absence of the FFG forums, which got shut down a year ago in January 2021. I mean, the Board Game Geek forums are still up, but that's a little bit more of a niche audience. I think most people use the subreddit to talk about things, especially people that aren't connected to the Slack and the Discord that we have going on. We have a very active Slack for Imperial Assault that people are talking about the game all the time. They're talking about campaign, organizing campaign games, talking about IACP, all that. But the subreddit was really the public gateway to the game for a lot of people to come in and just kind of browse without having to join anything, and be able to make posts, asking questions, getting rules, answers, stuff like that. So hopefully this is going to get restored soon, and I'll keep you guys updated on if anything happens differently. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.